Good evening, everybody. This is Gary P. Balcom Sr. As always, just politics and just my opinion. And I hope my opinion goes a long way, because it should. Been in this world a long time, seen a lot of shit. I've seen a lot of stuff go good, I've seen a lot of stuff go bad. I know how the rich people live, I know how the poor people live, I know how I live. So, some of you shit asses out there need to listen up. That means you Democrats. Okay? Got a few things to talk about tonight. First off, watching the news tonight, what really pissed me off the most, and it just so happened when I turned the news on, was old Slant Eyes there, Andrew Young. You know what, buddy? Kiss my ass. You gonna tell me what to eat and what's good for me? And steak being one of them, not good for me, okay? But then, lo and behold, they happen to have a snapshot of you having a big party and having a good time grilling steaks. You know what, Andrew Young? Take your slant eyes back to wherever in the hell you come from. Because we the people don't want you here. Period. Number two, the homeless problem out in California. Now, I don't know if anybody's paying attention to it or not. It is becoming a very, very serious problem. In Los Angeles alone, we have 36,000+ in LA that are homeless, living on the street, taking a dump, taking a piss, wherever they are, on the sidewalks, in people's yards, in the street. They don't care. Okay? In San Francisco, we got 8,500+ homeless doing the same exact thing. San Diego, 4,000+. These cities are being ridden with disease. Folks, we're looking at a possible, this is not a scare tactic. I'm not a Democrat, trust me. I'm a Republican. So I'm not trying to throw scare tactics at you. But with this amount of homeless people defecating in our streets, we could possibly be looking at a pandemic of biblical proportion. Okay? I'm watching them on the news. The people going in to clean up in the hazmat suits. Why? Because they don't want to touch this shit. It's ridiculous. But who runs California? The majority of the politicians that run California are freaking Democrats. Ain't that right, Nancy? Alright, let's leave that alone. Let's go to number 3 here on my list. Impeachment. Impeachment, impeachment, impeachment. I'm so freaking tired of hearing about impeachment till I've had it up to here with it, okay? I'm sick of it. Okay? Everything the Democrats come up with in Congress turns out to be bullshit. Total bullshit. Now they've come up with this new whistleblower. Well, guess what? He didn't get it firsthand. He's not in the ring of fire, whatever the hell you want to call it. He's just getting it secondhand. Come to find out, he don't really know what the hell he's talking about. When is Congress going to step up and get some work done? You work for us, you bunch of scumbags. We're tired of your shit. They should go into that building, take away all your little cushiony chairs, and put little 8th grade chairs there. You remember the kind when you was in school, when you were my age and in elementary, middle, and high school. You know, you had the little desk with the front and the little opening underneath the seat to put your books in. That's what them little 8-year-old babies need to be sitting in, because that's what they act like. A bunch of little 8-year-old brats. I'm sick and tired of Congress doing nothing. We pay them to do nothing. They have done nothing through this whole Trump administration. Everything that's gotten done, President Trump has done himself. Congress has done nothing but just try to do everything they can to take the president down. We the people are sick of it. I'm sick of it. Number 4, Mr. President, I want you to know, we the people have your back. I don't care what kind of damn polls they come out with on these lamestream, fake news, media, television news programs, newspapers, anything else. Nobody's dialed my freaking number and asked my opinion about shit. Okay? And when I talk to my neighbors and my friends, they tell me the same thing. Nobody's asked them shit. Nobody's picked up the phone. Nobody's knocked on their door. The only phone calls they get are from the Democrats when it's time to start raising fucking money. They don't give a shit about us. All they care about is them. They want the money to get in the office, to have the power so they can play. Pay to play. That's what it's called. Mr. President, we the people have your back. Now, I don't know what you can do here. I really don't. I know a little about a little, but I don't know a lot about a lot. And I would give anything to have a sit down with you, Mr. President, where we could talk. But I know that's not going to happen because I'm just a damn nobody from nowhere, USA. Okay, so I know that's not going to happen. And that's no offense to you. No disrespect intended. You're a busy man. You got a lot on your plate besides talking to me. But trust me when I tell you, the people are in touch with you. Your supporters are in touch with you. Your supporters are large, huge, and they truly support you. So don't believe none of this crap you hear from the lamestream media. We got your back, no matter what you decide to do. Now, I don't know if there's anything that you can do with Congress, but in my opinion, and I don't know if it can be done, We need to get rid of them. All the Democrats in Congress need to go. They need to be impeached. Or if there's even a process out there for that, I do not know. But all they want to do is shove scare tactics down the throats of the American people. And that's a load of crap. Our country is doing better today than it's done, oh my God, since I was a kid, for crying out loud. And I'm 58 years old. And this is the best I've ever seen our country do. And it's all thanks to President Donald J. Trump. So I want all you people to remember that out there. And for all you wimps and chicken shits that are scared to show your support for your particular candidate, I don't care if they're Democrat. I don't care if they're Republican. Grow a pair. Put a sign in your yard. Support your candidate. I bet you'd be surprised how many Trump signs would show up if some people would grow a set of balls and not be scared to offend their damn neighbor. I'm not. This is a Trump household. You ride by my house, you're going to see Trump signs everywhere, in the yard, in the windows, on my head, when I'm out in public. All right, let's go to number 5. Let's talk about global warming or climate change. Whatever these little brats in college want to call it now, which the Democrats put that fear-mongering into their damn head about all this. It's all total bullcrap. And you stupid-ass parents out there are paying these college tuitions to send your kids to these schools. You're stupid. Because most of you are my age. We all grew up the same way. Okay? Most of us are still alive and well. It's ridiculous. And as far as AOC is concerned, I hope one day you're touring a cattle ranch somewhere out west and you fall face first in a patch of cow shit. And I hope that methane gas just sucks into your freaking head. You're a disgrace to this country. Young kids today, they're being brainwashed by the system, by the Democrats, by the colleges. The colleges are full of nut job teachers and professors, left-wing idiots. Okay? And the kids want to blame the parents. They were marching. Saw it on the news today. They blame their parents. Guess what? We're your parents. We're still here. We grew up just fine. We got good work ethics. Do you? You going to school just to stay in school and live off of mom and daddy? When you get out, you're going to live in a damn basement? You bunch of pussies. You know what? You little bratty asses wouldn't even be here if it weren't for your parents. If they hadn't have bumped uglies when they were young, your ass wouldn't even be here, and that'd be one less problem we'd have in this country today. Anyway, let's move on. Number 7 on my list for tonight. And this is just a pet peeve of mine. It really is. It's a pet peeve of mine. And before I start, I want to light my freaking cigarette. The government, on local, state, federal levels, are taxing the shit out of us to get us to quit. Why? Because they think it's in our best interest. You know what? I'll decide what's in my best interest, you sorry, scumbag, Democrat pieces of crap. Am I going to sit back and tell everybody smoking's good for you? No. I'd never do that. Because number one, it's kicking my ass. But it's my choice. I got COPD. But I smoke. But it's my choice, not yours, government, Democrats. Then you turn around and make laws in your local towns, in your counties, in your states, saying where we can and can't smoke. Okay. Government buildings, public place, some places, I'll go along with that. Walmart, whatever. But when you start screwing with the mom and pop businesses, restaurants, bars, and you make a law that says people can't smoke in them, then you turn around and make a law that you can't put anything, a roof outside for people to smoke. So that's racist. You freaking Democrats are racist against smokers. So if I smoke and I go to a bar, I gotta walk outside. If it's a beautiful day, not a big deal. But if it's freezing cold or pouring down rain, I'm screwed. That's racist. You're racist against smokers. And the worst part is, we all saw it coming. I saw it coming. I fought against it. But you pussies that don't go to your city council meetings or your county council meetings just sat back and said, oh, that's not going to happen. Well, guess what? It did. There's states that you can't even smoke in anywhere, motels. I can't afford to travel, but if I did, I'd go find a dive to stay in where I could smoke before I'd pay high dollar at a Marriott or somewhere like that that says, oh, you cannot smoke in our building. Because, number one, we're not from this country and we own this motel and we don't pay no taxes. But you pay taxes and we tell you not to smoke. Fuck you! That was my pet peeve for the night. Now, last but not least, let's talk about all these freaking knuckleheads from the Democrats that are running to get that slot to run for president. None of you, not one single one, has a decent platform to run on. None. No common sense, no level platform, no nothing. Nothing. You're a bunch of freaking idiots. Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas, you've already lied to the people. How you lied like hell to the people. And some of you butt wipes out there, brain dead Democrats, would still vote for her, knowing she's a liar from the get-go. Then you got old Bernie Sanders. Well, hell, Bernie don't even know what his own platform is. I ain't too worried about old Bernie. But there's still some of you wimps out there that vote for him, unfortunately, because you're just as brain dead as he is. Uncle Joe. My first impression of you was you were just the, how can I put it, porch monkey for Barack Obama. He ran as a black president. He needed a white guy to be his VP. You were nothing to him. He didn't give two shits about you. He won't even campaign for you now. Joe, your family didn't want you to run for president. They warned you not to. Well, guess what, Bubba? You in the thick of it now. And I hope they nail you and your fucking son to the wall. Because you done screwed around, run for president, and the dirt is coming out. And I bet when you go home of an evening, your family looked at you and says, "You sorry son of a bitch, you caused this." Kamala Harris, you're a freaking joke. You're nothing. You're nothing. Your only platform is scare tactics. Okay? That's all you got. You're a damn joke. You're scum. That's all I got to say about you. Let's talk about Omar. You know, little turban head lady. Thinks she's all that in a nutshell. She's a piece of shit. Should be shipped out of this country. The bitch was married to her brother just to get status in this country. She basically pulled the same scam on the American people that Obama did to get into this country and get into office. She should be run out on a rail. Folks, I am not politically correct, and I do not like having to do videos like this that make my blood pressure just about pop out of my head. When I watched the news today, I said, you know, enough is enough. Something's got to be done. And something's got to be done now. And I said it before and I'll say it again. Mr. President, we have your back. Tell us what to do to get rid of these Democrats. Please. If I offended anybody with my language tonight, you're a fucking wimp. You're a pussy. And if you're stupid enough to let your kids watch this, it's on you, not me. Because I will label this for adults to watch only. But you need to teach your kids, especially you Republicans out there. Teach your kids. I have a grandson that doesn't do very well in school, except for one thing. He keeps up with politics, and he does very well, and he knows it very well. Even he sees the scum in Washington that we have today. And he's only 15 years old. He asks me questions. I give him answers. But after I give him answers, I tell him, I said, boy, You got to do your own research. It's up to everybody to do their own research. You just can't sit here and listen to what I got to say. You got to do your own research. And he does. And he comes back. And he says, Papa, you're right. These Democrats are crazy. So, that just falls in line right there. It all falls on the parents. Teach your kids right from wrong. Teach them they need to be going to church. Teach them to believe in God. Teach them what the morality, what this country was built on. Don't fearmonger your kids. Don't turn them into wimps. Don't let them sit there and play computer games on the couch and do nothing around the house. Stick a foot in their ass, take their little Game Boy away from them, and throw it in the damn yard. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for tonight. I know it was a little lengthy. I apologize for that. And I was pretty rough tonight. I do not apologize for that. As always, God bless everybody out there. God bless our country. God bless our President, Donald J. Trump. If you made it this far in this video, I would like to thank everyone for listening. Gary P. Balcom, Always Politics, just my opinion. Never politically correct. Never. Don't forget it. You all have a good evening. It's been a pleasure.